Imagine waking up a billionaire in a penthouse overlooking the city, the sun streaming through the floor-to-ceiling windows. Hailed as a visionary, gracing magazine covers, your company valued at $47 billion, a figure that seems almost unreal. You are Adam Neumann, the face of disruption, the charismatic leader who promised to change the world. Walking through cities, you feel you own them, a master of your domain with the world at your feet. But then, the world wakes up and the narrative begins to shift. The story unravels, piece by piece, exposing the cracks in the foundation. The numbers behind your empire are exposed, revealing a reality far different from the carefully constructed image. And the valuation, once a symbol of your genius, becomes a punchline, a stark reminder of hubris. The IPO, meant to crown you king of the business world, a moment of ultimate triumph, becomes your downfall, a catastrophic event that changes everything. In weeks, you're forced out, stripped of your power and position. The jets, symbols of your extravagant lifestyle, the adoring crowds, the constant validation, gone, vanished like a dream. You become a cautionary tale, a lesson in the dangers of unchecked ambition, haunting empty offices, a ghost of the empire you built. Adam Neumann's rise was meteoric, a rocket ship fueled by ambition and vision, powered by charisma and a promise, delivered with unwavering conviction, not just office space, but a revolution in how we live and work, a new way of connecting and collaborating. He sold a feeling, a movement, a sense of belonging in a world increasingly disconnected. And for a while, everyone believed, swept up in the energy and the promise. But the crash was brutal, swift, and unforgiving. A spectacle that blurred the line between genius and delusion, leaving the world wondering what went wrong. WeWork's story is more than a business failure. It's a cultural phenomenon. It's a parable about our hunger for saviors, for leaders who promise to make the world a better place. Neumann convinced thousands he was building more than a real estate company, more than just office buildings. He was building a movement, a community, a new way of life. The belief was real, the crash inevitable, a tragic consequence of unchecked ambition. This is the story of WeWork, a company that promised to change the world, and the man who flew too close to the sun, a modern-day Icarus whose wings melted under the heat of his own ambition. Before WeWork became the global phenomenon it was, Adam Neumann faced his fair share of setbacks. His initial ventures flopped. Ideas like collapsible heels, and even baby clothes with knee pads didn't quite take off. These early failures, however, didn't deter him. Then, a pivotal moment, he met Miguel McKelvey, a designer with a shared vision and a deep passion for community building. Together, recognizing a gap in the market, they launched Green Desk, an eco-friendly shared workspace nestled in the heart of Brooklyn. It was a novel concept at the time, focusing on sustainability and shared resources. It worked, proving the viability of shared workspaces. But Adam, ever the visionary, wanted more. Something grander. They made the bold decision to sell Green Desk, and in 2010 embarked on a new venture, launching WeWork in the vibrant Soho neighborhood of New York City. Adam insisted, with unwavering conviction, that WeWork wasn't just another real estate company. It was a movement, a paradigm shift in how people work and connect. The core product wasn't simply desks and office space, but a thriving community, a physical social network designed to foster collaboration and innovation. In a post-recession world where traditional employment was shifting, freelancers and startups craved connection and a sense of belonging. WeWork delivered. Stylish and inspiring spaces, an endless supply of coffee, and most importantly, a strong sense of community and belonging. Adam's pitch wasn't just about office space. It transformed renting a desk into a lifestyle choice. He wasn't just leasing space in a building. He was selling a dream of connection, collaboration, and a vibrant work life. The narrative was intoxicating, resonating deeply with a generation seeking more than just a job, and people eagerly bought in. WeWork rapidly became the place to be for a new generation of workers, a symbol of modern work culture. The dream was set in motion. The world was ready for WeWork's vision of the future of work. WeWork's culture was wild, part company, part cult. Adam and his wife Rebecca led with messianic zeal, promising to elevate the world's consciousness. Company retreats became legendary parties, blurring work and worship. Rules were erratic. Meat was banned, but Adam ignored his own policies. Rebecca fired people for bad energy and pushed spiritual missions. Investors loved the spectacle. Adam's charisma opened wallets. He convinced them WeWork was a tech company, not just real estate. The hype peaked when SoftBank's Masayoshi Son invested billions, urging Adam to be crazier. With SoftBank's cash, WeWork's valuation soared to $47 billion. Adam was no longer just a founder, he was a king. The money fueled growth and delusion. But the higher you fly, the harder the fall. Behind the hype, the carefully crafted image, and the promises of revolutionizing the workspace, WeWork was burning cash at an alarming rate, spending $2 for every one earned. It was a financial inferno, consuming capital with little regard for sustainability. The business model was fundamentally risky long-term leases, locking them into commitments, while offering short-term rentals, creating a precarious imbalance. The S-1 filing, intended to launch them into the public market, instead exposed everything: spiritual jargon, masking the underlying financial realities, self-dealing, enriching insiders at the expense of the company, and Adam's personal profits, seemingly prioritized above all else. He trademarked We and sold it to his own company, a move that raised eyebrows and sparked outrage, cashed out millions, fueling a lavish lifestyle detached from the company's struggles, and leased his own buildings to WeWork, creating a conflict of interest that benefited him directly. The IPO collapsed spectacularly. The valuation crashed, plummeting from billions to a fraction of its former glory. Adam was ousted, shouldered out of the company he built, but left with $1 billion exit package. Thousands lost jobs, their livelihoods disrupted by the company's downfall. The dream, for so many, was over. Yet, Adam returned with a new venture. Flow, a residential real estate company, backed by hundreds of millions before launch, a testament to his enduring appeal. The lesson? In modern capitalism, a good story, a compelling narrative, can be worth more than a fundamentally sound business. Adam Neumann remains a master storyteller, capable of captivating investors and audiences alike. In a world hungry for visionaries, for leaders who can articulate a compelling future, the story, no matter how many times it fails, no matter how flawed the execution, still sells. The myth of the Messiah, the charismatic leader who can change the world, endures, even after the fall from grace. The end, or just another beginning, another chapter in the ongoing saga of ambition and reinvention.